Oh, there you are, YouTube. Doodle 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 doo. Subscribe. Hey, we're gonna do a random ranking, but we are in horror edition random rankings right now. We're picking from my horror collection, not behind me, but beside me. I got my horror films over here. Some of them are horror, some of them are horror adjacent. I believe some of them are just like fall or autumn inspired. But we're gonna pick from those, and then after I pick 3 of those movies at random, I'm going to rank them from most favorite to least favorite. I'll rank them here in the video, and if you'd like to rank them in the comments below, please feel free to do so, and then I'll hop into that comment section, and then I'll talk movies with you. So, yeah, let's see what we got. 3 films. We got to make sure I've seen all of these. If I haven't seen them, or I haven't seen one of them, I need to replace it with one that I have. Okay, I got 3 movies here. Seen it. Huh, okay. We got one that's horror adjacent. All right, here we go. First, Cabin Fever, or should I say pancakes. So well, first off, what I really love about this piece of physical media is the skull. Do you see the skull? The cabin is the teeth. This tree is the nose. Then we got 2 trees for the eyes. You picking up on that? Cabin Fever with the skull there. Yeah, I mean, I like this movie. It has a lot of crazy gross out stuff in it. I mean, yeah, the pancakes thing is always what stands out to me. But good film. Next, we have the Babadook. Babadook, Duke. How many Dukes are there? Babadook, Duke. What I really like about this movie, the art direction, the house, and how gray it is. Obviously, the Babadook character is great. We got a bunch of cool memes from this kid here. Looks like it says new here. I wonder if I bought this from a local shop, mom and pop rental store that was going out of business. Look at this. So we have this version here, but then there's also this version there. I think we picked the better of the 2. I think this is the better cover, if you ask me. Sorry for all the glares. I moved my light a little bit because my basement was doing a little leaking. Gonna have some work done here tomorrow. But yeah, this movie is good. I like how it's the monster is more about, it's like psychological in that it's not a physical monster, but depression that can live inside someone, and this is just like sort of a manifestation of that, or a representation of that, or metaphor for that. So I don't know, I thought that was pretty cool. This is a good movie. Next, we have horror adjacent. We have Spawn. Now, I included this in my collection over here beside me because I know Todd McFarlane's always talking about how it's like a horror comic, a horror superhero comic. I'm probably using the wrong words, but I know he's using the word horror a lot. So I thought that was good to include it. Obviously, we're dealing with demons, we're dealing with hell, we're dealing with Satan. All of that, and we got a pretty cool movie out of Spawn. I'd love to see an updated version of Spawn, done with some like high caliber director treatment, someone who is an artist, not just a mainstream or blockbuster filmmaker. I'd like to see an artist do it, unless it's like Michael Bay or James Cameron. Then I'm okay with like blockbuster people doing it. But I don't know. I think I don't know. Like, what's the guy who did Rogue One? He would be good. The guy who did the first Godzilla movie, was that also who did Rogue One? The new Batman movie, you know, the Planet of the Apes guy. I mean, I feel like those types of directors would do something well with this. But yeah, Clown, John Leguizamo, so good. I just grew up on this movie. I realized that some of the special effects do not work today. I realized that it's nowhere near the type of superhero comic book films that we get today, but I have a major soft spot for not only this movie, but Spawn. I never read Spawn, but I just always loved the imagery. I used to, early days of the internet, I'd look for desktop images of Spawn, and he would always be my background. I used to collect somewhat Spawn action figures. I never got too deep into it, but I did for a while. But yeah, Spawn, major soft spot. So, how are we going to rank these? Well, like I said, I do have a major soft spot in my heart for Spawn, so he is probably going to be number 1. And then I think I'm going to go Babadook, number 2. I would much like if someone was like, what do you want to watch tonight? I would probably say Cabin Fever, just because it's a much easier watch. But I think I like the Babadook's storytelling better. I like the Babadook's metaphors. I like what it's trying to do. I like what it's trying to do better. I think it's like the more sophisticated movie, I guess. But Cabin Fever is definitely the one I would prefer to watch. But I think the way I'm ranking these is just how I feel about the movies. So, not which one do I want to watch most often. But I would want to watch Spawn most often. So, anyway, this is how I feel. I'm going to go Spawn, then the Babadook, Dook, and then Cabin Fever. Yeah. I like all of these, though. So, anyway, my question to you is, have you seen these movies? And if so, what do you think of them? And if you've seen all 3, how would you rank them? I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments below. And perhaps I'll see you tomorrow for more Pure Hangout.